So back on the desktop, I've gone to the console, which gives me a full bird's eye view of everything that's happening at the event. Simply configure the tabs if you want to add additional channels or move things around if your day changes. As we can see here at the bottom, here's our blurt that's come through. We can see when it was created, what the injury type was, and what medical treatment was needed. We've even got instant access to exactly where it happened. Simply click to view. And from here, as a manager, you can go and acknowledge the blurt and even give a little bit of guidance. So instantly your team on the other side know exactly what to do and that help is on the way. You can also choose now to send this into another channel. For example, if management needs to be aware of this incident, simply shift the information and instantly that blurt has now been sent into a new channel where that can be taken from there. The next thing we're going to do is turn this blurt into an incident. When I select the action button, you get the option of either creating a new incident or hazard, or simply linking it to something that's existing. This means that if you're receiving 3 or 4 blurts about the same scenario, you're not raising new incidents, you're simply linking them together to give a better vantage point of the incident that's happened. But I'm going to select incident, and it's an accident, and we need first aid. And just like that, you've created an incident. The best thing about an incident is you can set all of your processes up in Blert to reflect your processes on the day. For example, today I've got some tasks to complete regarding the slip and fall. However, on the day, depending on if it's a missing child, if it's an illness due to COVID, anything like that, your team is able to have your processes built in. So it's followed through every time, whether it's day 1 or day 5, a staff member or a volunteer just joining on the day for the first time. Everyone has the same processes. Now let's take a look at the incident and what that brings. You can select the incident type, and you can see in the record here that you've got all the original information from that original blurt. Now there's a few things you can do from here. Firstly, you can assign a certain person on your team to look after the incident. You can set the priority and even change the type if it's not quite right. I'm going to hit save there. The next here you can see is how to manage the incident. So you can jump into tasks. You can even reassign the tasks to a different person depending on who in your team needs to look after it. As it's marked in progress or completed, whether on mobile or desktop, you'll see this great history and audit trail build. So when you do need to investigate things, you can always look back and see exactly who completed what and when. You can also add additional notes. You can also see any changes that were made to the incident throughout the time. You can also include any attachments or documentation. We understand that a lot of people still work with manual paperwork, or you want to add additional photos from CCTV. You simply add them as an attachment, and that will all be saved to the document as well.